I went to a village called Ngagam near the border with Nigeria. It's a place that had a pre-crisis population of just 1,000 people and now has 13,000. And that's just a subset of the hundreds of thousands of people who have had to relocate fleeing the activities of Boko Haram. They've all fled unspeakable atrocities and violence. They can't return to their homes, either because their homes were destroyed or because it's still too dangerous. While I was there, among the people I talked to was a 30-year-old woman called Aichatu. She'd fled Nigeria to Ngagam with her 4 young children. And she survives now with help from UN agencies and NGOs and the other international relief agencies who've scaled up support significantly over the last 12 months. But she remains in the IDP camp where she, with her kids, are, terrified of violence and abduction. And every night she takes her 4 kids into the bush, running the risk of disease and snake bites, because she thinks that's where they are safer than they would be in the IDP camp. She wants to go home to Nigeria, but it's not safe. So the reason I tell you this story is because I think it exemplifies some of the big questions we face in the modern set of humanitarian crises my organisation and lots of yours are dealing with. How do we protect vulnerable communities caught up in conflict? How do we find sustainable solutions to long-term displacement? How do we deal with the root causes of vulnerability, underdevelopment, and people's lack of resilience? And in particular, how do we do better to prevent violence, including staggering levels of sexual violence and abuse committed especially against women and girls?